when everything goes dark in your life. When those people who you thought would be there for you forever suddenly leave you. When your dreams fall apart in front of your face. And anyone you come across tells you you're not gonna make it. When it seems like things couldn't get any worse. I need you to dig deep. I need you to find that power deep within you that won't be denied.
When all hell is breaking loose in your life, you gotta take a stand. You gotta stand up against all the negativity that's consuming you and surrounding you. And you gotta create a new reality for yourself. You have gotta fight for a different outcome for you and your dreams.
This is not the end. This is your new beginning. You have the power to change your story. No one and no obstacle can take that away from you.
A champion isn't made when things are easy. Champions are forged through fire, through defeat, through the struggle of having to deal with the worst imaginable and not running away from it, standing up and taking it on. You don't have to always be jacked up and excited about it. Sometimes all you gotta do is outlast it.
You just gotta keep moving forward. If you're feeling hurt, keep moving. If you're crying, keep moving. If you don't know what's gonna happen, keep moving. I just need you to keep the momentum going and not sit down and feel sorry for yourself. You might not see it right now, but all this crap you're dealing with now, you're gonna be glad it happened. You'll feel fortunate that it all went bad, because what you're gonna learn in this process is that these situations are gonna make you into an unstoppable beast. You don't become a beast when all is going well. There has to be pressure. There has to be pain. There has to be darkness.
No matter how bad things get, you gotta keep fighting. It's about taking a stand, standing courageously, daringly, and boldly against the odds.
No matter how dire the situation, no matter how insurmountable the obstacles, you keep moving forward. You keep walking toward your dreams, no matter what. This relentless pursuit, this unyielding drive is what separates the victors from the vanquished.
When the world tells you it's over, when it seems like there's no way out, that's when you fight the hardest. That's when you prove to yourself and everyone else that you have what it takes. You show that no matter how dark it gets, you will find a way to shine.
It's not about the intensity of your battles, but the strength of your response. It doesn't matter how cautious or careful you are. Life will always hit you in the face. It's gonna hurt like hell, but the question is, how hard can you hit back? How hard can you fight back? How much of a fight are you willing to put up for your dreams?
Because if you really care about it like you say you do, you don't fold at the first, second, third, or even the 22nd time something or someone tries to knock you down and stop you on your path to greatness. No, you keep destroying everything in your path until you get exactly what it is you want. And you stop at nothing to reach it.
Whenever you feel negative, whenever you feel your life is getting tough, I want you to say, I'm responsible. I'm responsible for my life. I'm responsible for what happens. I can't change the past, so I'm not going to spend a single second worrying about what has happened. I'm going to become so busy working on my future and my goals that I don't have time to think about the past.
You get so laser focused that you get very specific on what you're doing to make progress. You know exactly what you're doing on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday. You know precisely how to make your situation better every day of the week.
You turn your tragedy into triumph, because that's what winners do. They don't just dream. They do. Winners take their plans, their goals, their visions, and turn them into action. They're not paralyzed by fear or doubt. They're propelled by determination and drive. Winners don't fall apart. Winners don't give up. Winners don't quit. Winners execute.
I've always thought of life as like this one-way street, and you head down it, and as you do, it sort of disappears behind you. You can't go back once you started this damn journey. you can only go forward. So you got two choices. One, you get scared, you give up, and then you burn up.
Hello, assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Idris and I'm the student of Step Up. The participants sitting with me, they are also the student of Step Up. So today our topic is about video game versus physical games. So let's get started. Yusuf, what is video game and what are the difference between video game and physical games?
As you can see that video game is something else which you play when on the screen with PC, or you are sitting in one place and you are playing it. Now many people will say video games are also the VR, virtual reality, which have made very much difference. So yeah, that is also video game. Video game mainly means to play game in the screen, or to play game if there's computer involved or the PC involved. Then when it comes to the physical game, so it means to play like football, cricket, etc., where your physical activities are being involved, all your body is being involved in playing the game. Then there comes the, as for difference, like means benefit and disadvantages. So yeah, there are many disadvantages of video games and also many benefits of it, and also the benefits of physical games and also the benefit of video games. First of all, if you talk about the benefits of video games, so there are like it helps you to make quick decisions, and also it helps you to know the many, like help you to have a social skills, because also help you learn a new language or learn English, because when you are playing video games, so there you speak, like there are many foreigners who speak with you, so mainly you will speak in English, so it will help you revise your English also by chatting, which can help you increase your typing speed. And for the physical games, there are many benefits, like it will help you build the teamwork abilities in you, like it will help you build the leadership qualities in you, and also it will help you in maintaining your mental and also physical health, and your health will be very good, and you wouldn't be fat, or you wouldn't be anything that will damage your health, or you will be a healthy man. So yeah, that is it.
Thanks, Yusuf. Muhammad, what do you think about violent game?
So basically, violent games are the games which are played in which shooting and killing, these things are involved. So like there are violent games which can disturb the student mindset, and it can also distract them, if it's their time to study and they're playing it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So when they get engaged in that, so like they feel good while playing, and they waste most of the time, and their study time is also gone in it. So basically, violent games, I think it's not really good for everyone, because it it makes the mindset of a student, like you have to be aggressive, you will have to you will not be good to the people, you will not be merciful. So these are what violent games teaches.
Thanks, Muhammad. Jibril, do you agree with Muhammad's point or not?
Yes, I do agree with his view of point, but I want to add in this, like if you look at that, if the kids or people who are playing violent games, this will change their mindset and behavior. Like I mean, if you look at that, if they are playing every time violent games, sometimes like their behavior will be changed. They would like apply it in their real life, and it can cause them a lot of things, so it would be dangerous for them. So that's why from this, like we should not try to play violent games, because it can change your mindset and behavior, and when it is changed, so from this you cannot stop from it. So that's why we should take care of playing violent games. And like if we want to play games, we can play physical games, or we can also play the word math puzzles, or the like he talked about it, that we should play that informative games. So from this we would also feel fresh and we would be good in it. So that's why violent games don't play an important role in our life.
Jibril, the next question is, what are the benefits of physical games?
Like if you look at that, there can be many of the benefits of physical game, but I want to discuss about some of them. Like first can be it will maintain your fitness. If you look at that, if you are every time playing video game, you are sitting on one place, so after that if you go play physical game, you will run in it, you will jog, you will shoot everything. So from this you would feel excited. So from this it will boost your fitness, you would be good, energetic. And the second one is teamwork. Like if you are playing physical games, in this there are two teams, so in teams you have to do teamwork. Sometimes if you are playing football, you have to pass to one guy, then the other. So from this it builds up teamwork, from which we all can be very good in this. So that's why like these both can help in their life. First they can they can be good in fitness. Second, they can do teamwork, in which every time they can help each other and it can become their routine. So from this they would apply it everywhere.
Thanks, Jibril. Muhammad, what do you think about how teamwork is important in physical game?
So basically, the physical games, most of them are involved, dependent on teamwork. Like, if you are talking about cricket, it's also teamwork. If it's football, it's teamwork. It's baseball, basketball, whatever that is. So every physical game, it's involved in teamwork. You have to pass, or you have to help your teammate. If you do not help him, you will lose. So basically, teamwork plays important role in physical games, and it should be maintained. Like basically, we are a team. For example, we are playing football, and I am going and I am just playing football by taking the ball by myself, and I am not able to goal. The reason is that I am not passing to them who are going with me. So if I am passing to Jibril, then he is passing, so we will be able to goal. So basically, teamwork, it plays important role in sports, and as well as in our life as well. If there is any kind of situation, we should help each other. So in any situation, teamwork is important.
Thanks, Muhammad. Yusuf, how have physical games help you in your life?
Physical game helps you in my life, that I am now speaking in front of you. So it's because of the physical game, because I was confident. Secondly, as for physical games, my mentality is alhamdulillah very good. I am very strong, and I can defend myself in front of any other people. So physical game is the best, and it helps you grow your mind and also grow your body. So yeah.
And what do you prefer, video games or physical game?
It depends on the person, it depends on the environment, and it depends on the situation. Sometimes I prefer to play physical games, sometimes I prefer to play video games. For video games, I prefer if there is no one with you, if you want to play cricket, so if there is no one with you, so you can play cricket in the virtual reality. It helps you get the real experience of how you are playing it. Or if you want to play soccer and you are alone, and if there is a VR virtual reality, so you will play it like you are in the ground in front of 20 to 30,000 people, and you are playing that what we can say for soccer. And VR is very helpful, because if you have a fear of speaking, so VR will if you wear the VR, so about 10 to 20 minutes you will forget where you are. And because of that, if you want to overcome the fear of camera, or if you want to overcome the fear of talking to another people, so you can, and there are some games that helps you to overcome that, and it gives you that kind of mentality that you think that I'm there, I'm standing there, and like my all physique is there, but instead you are here, and because of that because of that you can speak with other people, and because of that you will it will help you to overcome your fear, and to overcome all the things that you want to overcome, like to help you. It can also help you build your mentality by solving the questions or solving the puzzles, etc. So yeah.
Jibril, same question from you.
Like, I would like to prefer video games because if you look at that, in this world, most of the people also play physical games, and on the other hand, most of the people play video games. Like, if you look at that, the people who would play physical games, they would also play video games with them, because I haven't seen anyone that is not playing video games who is playing physical games. So from this, like in physical games, like in video games, I would like you can play it for some time, and after that you can go play physical games. So like I am most on the video games, but sometimes physical games also help you in your life, because if you look at that, in video games there are that you would like to chat with other people, you would meet new people like from other countries, and you would have relationship with them. So from this, it would help you a lot in boosting your confidence and talking with them. So from this also, it will sharpen your mind in which will help you in your studies. So from this, I think video games is better.
Thank you, Jibril. So this was a podcast. I hope you have enjoyed it. Till next podcast, stay tuned. Keep watching Spoken Stage.
What's stopping you? Are you too tired? Didn't get enough sleep? Don't have enough energy? Don't have enough time? Is that what's stopping you right now? Don't have enough money? Is that the thing? Or is the thing that's stopping you
Hello, assalamu alaikum. I am your host Muhammad Idris. Today we have brought an interesting topic, that is how can we make study more interesting for students. So we will ask the views of our participants. So Muhammad, how can we make study interesting for students?
Basically, teachers can make the study interesting by adding some new things. And first, the topic, it needs to be interesting. For example, adding new things that makes the student interesting or participate in the class. And the teachers, they need to be focusing on the students and study as well. Like learning, like they know everything, but they need to make it more interesting, like all the students, they should participate, and this is what or how the learning can be done. So basically everything could be done interestingly by making the class funny, or there should be a little bit jokes, and there should be some interesting things, for example role play or other type of things. So this is how study could be interesting, and this is how student will learn interestingly.
Okay, Muhammad. Yusuf, how can we make study interesting?
If we see, so it isn't the problem of the teacher, nor it is the problem of the student. It's mainly the problem of the management. As in all Pakistan, the management says that learn from books, teach from books, and give tests from books. The mainly phenomena is this. But if we see, if a person or if a student wants to build something, if a person or student wants to do something unexpectedly or out of the box, or the teachers or the student means and management doesn't allow them to do. Secondly, it's the problem of management. If we see, so Pakistan education system is like when the education system which was being built in 1919s, nor they aren't upgrading it. If we see, so many students like they give what we can say. If we see, so management, it's the problem of management, because many students or our education system, when it was built in 19s, so it isn't being upgraded. Many teachers or management prefers to read from the book, teach from the book, and give the test from the book, or give the papers from the book. So they aren't thinking out of the box. And secondly, the students really blame that if a student is going to, or if a student is learning about his his goal is to be a businessman, or his goal is to be an accountant or to be a doctor, so why is he learning, if he is becoming a businessman, so why is he learning history, history, geography? It's good for a general, but it isn't like if you are it burdenizes the student, and because of that the student lose interest in the studies. And if you see, many students prefer that they should teach, or they should be given on what their fields are, what they want to be in the future. So I think it's the great, like Finland, mainly in Finland or in Switzerland, they also teach this kind of studies, where they not only teach from the books, but they also give them practical knowledge, and also is their future goal. So they mainly focuses on that future goal. They are not generally working on the people, but they are working on their future, not on their studies, not on their tests that they will get a grade marks or etc. And secondly, as I have told, that they aren't working on the grades, but in Pakistan or in these Asian countries, the main problem is that students or families want from the student to get A score or like A plus, where they get a great score or great marks in their studies. They want that. But if we see, so we can say that the papers or the test, they don't judge a person, or they don't judge how he will become in the future. So in my opinion, if you want to make the studies interesting, so first of all, don't teach the students which they are interested in. If it is football, they should be teach, like if his career is in football, so you should teach him about football and also academics, but it shouldn't be very much precise. It should be precise, and it should be also generally, you should teach them generally, not like you should teach them algebra and this kind of things which isn't related to their field. If you want to make the study very understandable and very interesting, So I think this is the most and funniest option if you want to.
Very good, Yusuf. Jibril, same question goes for you.
For making studies interesting, like there can be various functions that people try to do, but I have some that I want to discuss with you. The top education system, the countries which have the top education system, they apply like they have everything that people do. They have fun, they do everything. That's why they are on the top. They are they are good in education system.
Thank you, Jibril. Yusuf, how can teacher make study interesting?
For me, it can be, in my opinion, many people will say that it isn't good, or they will say it's good. But in my opinion, if you see, so first of all, teachers should involve the students in the studies. As I've seen, as a student, I've seen that many students which aren't good in studies, they aren't being recognized, and they aren't given that kind of focus that they should be needed. Instead, they focus mainly in the government school and also in the private school. I wouldn't name them, but many students I've got the complaints that they aren't focusing on the students which aren't that much good in that subject. As our teacher do with us, that if there is one good person who is good in maths, or who is good in accounting or computer, so he's being set with the person who isn't that much kind of good. So because of that, they both can be like, if the person who isn't good in that study, so he can be understood by the student who is good in that. So we can get this kind of opportunity, or we can get this kind of activity. And secondly, there can also be, if the students like, if you see, so in private school, mainly in one class there is about 15 to 20 students. On one day, if there is if the student or if the school gives a permission where they could there is one class which is being given to represent or to do presentations by the students, to revise the chapters or to revise anything that have been being written or being done in the previous day. Because of that, it could be also it can be revised by the students also, and also many students who didn't understood in the past or in the yesterday lecture, they could have been understood today. In my opinion, as for the teachers, so they should make the students sit with each other, and they should understand them. Like, they should make them understand if it is a student which is weak or a student which is great in the studies. So in my opinion, it is great, because if a student isn't being understood in these subjects, so they will lose interest. But if he can understand that kind of subject, the teacher is paying what we can say focus on that student. So because of that, he will get interested in that subject. As there is a quotation that there is a one person who don't understand anything, so he wouldn't be interested. And the person who is understanding everything, so he will be interested in that subject or in that field or in that area. So in my opinion, if we can make the students understandable about any topic and about any subject, so in my opinion, they will get interested, or they will be interested in that subject, and they will score high if the teacher wants from them or the parents.
Well done, Yusuf. Muhammad, many students are not interested in study. How can we bring them so they should be interested in study?
For students, there is a simple thing. Students, they need enjoyment in class. They want to talk, they want to express their points, but they are shy. They are not confident in front of teacher. But they are within themselves, together they are free, they can talk whatever they want. Teachers, they need to be friendly, but in a type that the students, they are still afraid, they can express their points, but they will not cross the limits. So I think that the best thing is not teaching from books. I mean, they are teaching them, but giving those points, giving them experience of their life, that how have they, what were their difficulties or things like that, in which the student is interested. So students' interest, it could be built by their own self and by being friendly with them.
So thank you all for your participation, and it was an interesting podcast. I hope you all have also enjoyed it. Till then, stay tuned.
If the lion is the king of the jungle, how can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is probably one of the biggest. He can't be the fastest because that's a cheetah. He can't be the smartest. So he's not the biggest, the fastest, or the smartest. So how does a lion become the king of the jungle? His mentality. That's the only difference of a lion and an elephant. When a lion walks up and sees an elephant, he thinks lunch. An elephant thinks run. And it's all mentality. Because when a male lion walks up, he may be outnumbered by a pack of hyenas, but I'm king of my jungle because of my mentality.
What happens when you're a gazelle and you're not being pushed, you're not being prodded, you're not given a reward, nobody's encouraging you? What happens when you're a gazelle and the lion's not chasing you anymore? You stop running.
But what happens when you're a lion? When you are a lion, it does not make a difference. You realize that if your family is going to eat, that if that pack of lions is to survive, then you gotta go hunt.
A part of being a beast just ain't eating a gazelle. A part of being a beast is the hunt. It's the hunt that they're excited about. They like to see the gazelles run. Then boom, they take off. Because real lions like to hunt. They love the process just as much as they love the prize. And some of y'all just want to score. You don't like the process. You're not in love with the process.
A true hunter's goal is not the prize. A true hunter's goal is to hunt. That's what they live for. They live to hunt. They don't just live to catch it. It's the whole process. When you are a true hunter, you don't go by time. You go by the gazelle. When you are a true hunter, you hunt until you get a gazelle, and you don't stop until you get one. And then you get another, and then you get another, and you get another.
If you're going to do what you say you're going to do, be what you say you're going to be, you're going to have to lion me out. You a gazelle, you're going to come up short. You a gazelle, you're going to have an average experience. You a student, I need you in lion mode. You an entrepreneur, I need you in lion mode. You trying to lose weight, lion mode. You can't do nothing significant in gazelle mode, nothing. Nothing impressive happens in gazelle mode. Nothing happens in run mode, give up mode, quit mode, scared mode, fearful mode, nothing happens. Everything happens in lion mode like I'm coming to get you.
Hello, assalamu alaikum. I am your host Muhammad Idris. Welcome back to Spoken Stage. We have brought an interesting topic, that is 9 to 5 job versus freelancing. So we will ask the views of our participant. So Muhammad, what is different between 9 to 5 job and freelancing?
So basically 9 to 5 jobs and freelancing, it has a lot of difference, and so I will explain both. Basically, 9 to 5 job, you are dependent on your boss, your leader, the one who is telling you or giving you commands. So like job, in job you are dependent. You don't have any open things you can do. You don't have open choices. So you have to do whatever your boss or your leaders tells you to do. And you will have to do that for days or years, months. So you have to do the same job. And freelancing is basically a lot different than job. In freelancing, you are open. You don't have any boss over you. You don't have any burdens. You are free, and when you don't have time limit, you don't have tensions of your like you don't have any of the commands. So you can do things openly, freely, and whenever you want to do. So this is what job and freelancing is.
Thank you, Muhammad, for your opinion. Yusuf, in your opinion, which one is better and why?
Mainly, if we see, so it depends on the person, that how he manages or what are his qualities. if there's a person who is want to have teamwork, who want to have a steady income, who want to have a good environment, or we can say a people or colleagues, and a person who doesn't want to do all the tasks and who doesn't have the ability to take a risk. So I think then for him the job is perfect. But for the person who is great, who want to have self growth, who want to take a risk, who doesn't like if he get the money and if he doesn't from freelancing, so or sometimes there will be jobs, means sometimes there will be demand, sometimes there wouldn't be. So I think then for that person the freelancing side is better. So it doesn't, like we can't say that this is good for that person and this is good for that person, but mainly there are some qualities that a person have by which it differentiates between freelancing and the job, like 9-to-5 job. So these are some qualities that a person, if you want to see if he is capable of freelancing or we can say 9-to-5 job, so we should look at their qualities.
Thank you, Yusuf. Let's go to Jibril. Jibril, which one has growth factor?
Well, I personally prefer freelancing because, as I talked about previously, in freelancing there is growth and in which you can learn new things, and also in freelancing there is flexibility. You are your own boss. Whatever you want to do, you are self-employed, so from this you are not in the command of any other person, so you do your own work, and in this it's very good for you. If you are doing freelancing, you would get income, and also from income you would be happy and you would be doing different things. So freelancing is good for a person. If he want to do, he should have different skills for that to start freelancing, and from this freelancing is about project to project, hour in hour they will give you money. So from this freelancing is good, is better than a job if you want to do something.
Okay, good, Jibril. The next question is, what do you personally prefer and why?
I will prefer freelancing because first of all the main reason I will prefer it, you are self-employed. Self-employed means that you aren't working for another person, you are working for yourself. Secondly, I will prefer it because you can make jobs for the people. As many people in Pakistan, there are many people who have the skills to do we can say graphic designing, web development, etc., WordPress, anything else, like there are many projects or copywriting. So there are many things that is in demand of the what we can say freelancing, but the many people don't know how to get the customers and how to do the clients or how to get the clients. So by this you can, like if you are having more traffic, you are getting more people, so it means that you will need people to work for you, so by which you will make a space for the jobs, and you can also build your big like you can also start up your own business by doing freelancing. So there are many reasons and thirdly I will suggest that because it's like flexible hours. If you are a night owl, which means it means that if you like to stay late at nights, so you can work at that time also. If you have a day, if you like to wake up and day on work at the time of days, so you can work at that time also. If one day you doesn't want to do work, so you wouldn't do it because no one is there to pressurize you, but you need to complete the project at a time which time you had given to the client. So you need, like, there is a flexibility, as I have firstly I have told in the last paragraph or last point, that you can work, you have a freedom of place. You can work from the beach, or if you can work from the cafe. Like, it is helpful for the travelers who love to travel, because as doing the job, so they will get a holiday in a year about 1 time or 2 times, the long holidays. But in freelancing you can do it every day. If you are on the plane, you can work, you can do your work. If you are on the train, so you can also optimize that timing and don't waste it, and you can work and you can complete that project in the train or in the car, etc. So there are many factors by which I will prefer freelancing over the 9-to-5 jobs.
Thank you, Yusuf. It was perfect answer. Muhammad, same question goes for you.
In my opinion, I think that job is better because they give you free, health insurance or free living or whatever that is. So you get things like, non-financial rewards, which are very good. And for example, I am a worker, I work there. And if I get ill, they would help me. If I need a car, so they would help me get it. So there are many things which when you are a worker or you are doing a job, so you can get it. For example, there are people, government people who are getting cars for going and coming, and so that is what the benefit of job is.
Okay, Muhammad, the last question goes for you. Which one is better for student, internship or freelancing?
Internship or freelancing, because you cannot judge a person or a student, you cannot give him task to do freelancing or to do that. So it depends on their own mindset that which they would like. But I think that freelancing would be better because it has a next type of experience and it's really great. So for me, I think freelancing would be better because I could feel free and I would not have any burdens. So that is what I think, and I think that it would also be good for students.
I would like to thank you all. It was an interesting podcast. I hope you have also enjoyed it. We will meet you in another episode very soon. Till then, Allah Hafiz.